Back to another episode of Straight Facts, homie. But before this episode starts, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Follow us on Instagram at Straight Facts, homie. We're just gonna get right into the topic for today. Right, so the Billboards came out with a top 10 rappers of all time. So we're gonna debate some places on that spot. Who should be on, who got left off, and our own personal input about it.
So the list goes: 10, Lil Wayne; 9, Kendrick Lamar; 8, Ghostface Killer; 7, Lauryn Hill; 6, Andre 3000; 5, Nas; 4, Rakim; 3, Eminem; 2, Jay-Z; 1, Notorious B.I.G. Obviously, when we first heard the list, we were arguing or whatever, like why they put who. And it's important to understand the criteria for the list is like MCs, like just straight like rapping ability. So I just want to make that clear before we get into all the debating or whatever.
First off, this Billboard list is bogus. Like, you're having criterias and stuff. It's like, even if there's a special criteria, there's no hip-hop list without Tupac Shakur. Like, that's like saying you're going to make a basketball list with no Jordan. I don't care what your criteria is. You got to put Jordan on the list. You can't make a fucking soccer list with no Pele, nigga. Like, come on, bro. There's no hip-hop list without Tupac. Tupac is the greatest rapper, most impactful rapper. He died 20 years ago, and his impact in the game is more felt than anybody that's ever done it, and everybody that's still doing it now. And 2, when you look at this list, there's people like Andre 3000, who you can say he's top 10, but he's never put out his own album. We don't know what he would sound like without Big Boy and the whole Dungeon Family and Outkast and stuff. I want to listen to an artist who's put out his own body of work where we can judge him for him only, not judge him with the group. Because obviously, we don't know what we've never seen. Lauryn Hill, great. I listened to that album so many times. It's a great album. Classic. But she has one album out. One. Like, everything else is basically like a featured Fuji stuff and all that stuff. Like, these are people. Who else? Who else is in the list? Ghostface, yeah, he's longevity. He's reasonable because he got a lot of body of work and stuff besides Wu-Tang. But still, it's like, I guess. But like, Lil Wayne is literally, he's one of those like guys where you say he's had his high moments, but he's had his low moments. He's a seesaw. He's up and down. You can't put him you can't put an up and down artist in the top 10 list, and that's what we're talking about, his peak only. If we're talking about the span of his career, then we can't put Lil Wayne on that list. But if we're talking about his peak, then it's debatable, because when Wayne was at the top, boy was he at the top. And then who else is on the list? Kendrick, come on, man, what the fuck? Stop being prisoners of the moment. Like, I know Kendrick, do, all that stuff is off the chain. But like, come on, bro. We're talking about top 10 rappers of all fucking time. Like, not top 10 of now, top 10 of all time. Like, anybody else on the list? I can see why they're on the list. But you can't have a list without the GOAT. Tupac is the greatest of all time. He's the greatest rapper of all time. One of the greatest musicians of all time. I'm done, bro.
No, we're ranking these folks as MCs, not artists. That's why Dr. Dre and Kanye West, for example, two legendary producer rappers who don't have the mic skills of those listed here, were left out. Even Tupac, perhaps the most influential rapper ever globally, is arguably known more for great songwriting than dominant bars.
Now I'm just telling you why that's nonsense. There's no list, as Armel said earlier, there's no list of hip hop that you could have without Tupac. Like, I don't care. Some people might think he has enough bars. You're crazy. You're wild. Like, it could be the top 10 female rappers of all time. Tupac is on that list. I'm sorry. That's just how it is. All this nonsense to take Tupac off, like, they're reaching with this list. Like, and who do you got? Kendrick Lamar. Like, just come on, man. Like, they just. I know his dick is like halfway down your throat and all, but like, Kendrick Lamar is just like, oh, they see him as above everybody else right now, so they want to suck him and put it on the list. I'm sorry. Like, with Dr. Dre, I could see Dr. Dre because he didn't write like a lot of his work. But Kanye West, I'm sorry, nope, you lost me that. Kendrick Lamar doesn't have no college dropout. Kendrick Lamar doesn't have a late registration. Kendrick Lamar doesn't have a graduation. And Kendrick Lamar doesn't have My Dark Twisted Fantasy. Alright? So when he has that many bodies of work, that many Grammys and shit like that, like, come on, man, what are we talking about? And Lil Wayne is my personal favorite rapper of all time. I'm sorry. Lil Wayne, you're not a top 10 rapper of all time. It's just too many misses, bro. Like, I'm sorry. This is what it is. And going back to Lauryn Hill, like, I personally like Lauryn Hill. I feel like she should get more credit, but let's be what it is. What it is. Her singing put her over the top. She always had bars, but it's her singing is what put her over the top. She had one big solo album, and her singing is what got people's national attention. Her bars was never like they were great and all, but like this never what put her like in a different atmosphere like compared to everybody else. And Andre 3000, another one of my favorites, but like his body of work is so like vast, like there's almost nothing there. But hey.
Oh shit! Time to ride Kendrick's dick. Let's go on the choo-choo train.
Son. Okay, like, I understand. Yes, Tupac is like you can't say anything about Tupac. Like, yeah, alright, I'm not even gonna talk about it. Everything they said is correct, basically. But in terms of this list specifically, they specifically said the criteria is MC, like bars. And I understand Tupac has bars. You won't know about that. Tupac has bars. But compared to these people, I don't see that. Kendrick specifically, I'm talking about like. Okay, I just feel like if you compare Tupac to most of these rappers, just straight spitting, not impact, not artistry, whatever, just straight spitting, like they would all beat him. I mean, not everybody on this list, but most of the people on this list, I can definitely see why they're above him. Lil Wayne, I'm not gonna talk about that too much. Like you said, up and down. I can't see him top 10. Kendrick, again, like he's a lyrical monster. The criteria is literally just straight rapping. He should be on this list. He should be on this list. No problem with Ghostface Killer. As you said, Lauryn Hill's like, it was on. So in conclusion, Tupac not being on the list is justified.
No.
Kendrick being on the list is justified. The only real problems I see is Wayne and Lauryn Hill. I think they should definitely go. But maybe then Tupac could come in. When I understand obviously Biggie's like the greatest rapper of all time, so you can't say anything about that. But what?
Keep going.
But no, but I'm sorry.
No, just finish your point.
Don't worry.
Yeah, like lyrically, like Biggie's just a GOAT. But he had 2 albums too, right? Kendrick had 3 back to everybody. I mean, Future's nowhere in this argument. But I'm just talking about, everyone keeps talking about Future's 3P. Like Kendrick's To Pimp a Butterfly, Good Kid, Mad City, Section 80. Again, we're talking about lyrics, bruh. There's nothing you can say about any of those projects. Like, it's just straight monster on all of them, lyrically.
So you're talking about the body of work?
Yeah.
All right. First of all, with Biggie, it's not. People don't claim it as the. Some people don't claim it as the best because of his body of work. A lot of his work was like battle rapping and like street raps, like in the streets. So like that's where a lot of his credit comes from. And the thing with Kendrick, he's way too young to be in the game to be anywhere near a top 10 list. If anything, you're gonna put J. Cole in front of him because he appeals more.
So what would happen?
Anyway.
J. Cole?
Anyway.
No, it don't. Anyway. Lyrics, J. Cole.
You finished your point. I'm gonna finish mine.
Not before. I don't know if I said this in the video, but Kendrick has like by the critics, he's like the highest rated rapper of the past like 15 years. Again, this has to do with lyrics and like artistry, not just the whole like I ended that horribly. But anyway,
Serious though. Honestly, I feel like to me, Kendrick could be debated in the list. I think he should have made honorable mentions because I'm looking at it like he needs one more album to me. I don't even care the fact that he's been in the game for a couple years. To me, Kendrick, if he gets one more classic album, Undisputed, I think you could put him in the list. But right now, I'm just like, he's like number 12, 13 honorable mention on my list. But to me, it's like, right now it's a little too premature. But he's definitely the best rapper of our generation in the 2010 past. Definitely, it's like undebatable. But to me, I feel like, honestly, I sit back and I'm like, how do you have a list without Pac? Because he's the most versatile rapper. People talk about his bars is not that crazy, but when you look at it, he has some of the most quotables ever. And what are bars made for? Quotables. When he has, like, if you listen to Dear Mama, Keep Your Head Up, these are not just great songs, these are fucking quotables. Like, Brenda's Got a Baby, that's not lyrical? That's not fucking spitting? That's not spitting? Like, Changes, that's not spitting? Cause I see no changes. Wake up in the morning and I ask myself, is life worth living? Should I blast myself? I'm tired of being poor and even worse, I'm black, my stomach hurts, so I'm looking for a person snatch. How the fuck is that now? That's some shit that make you, like, you feel that shit in your soul. I don't care if you come from the struggle or you rich. Tupac, go back to his music. That shit is not extra astronomical, ecological, and all this extra shit niggas be doing.
That's the point of the list.
My thing is, are we talking about lyrics, or we just talking about if niggas could flip 1,000 words and say nothing? If we're talking about lyrics, Tupac, every fucking song is lyrical as fuck. I just named you like 4 songs that's lyrical. How was he not in the list?
Same thing I asked Kendrick. If Kendrick died right now, would he not be at least in the debate of this list?
To me, Kendrick is in the debate right now.
Yes, and this whole music is, I mean, we
He's
can't say
honorable
it's
mention,
opinion,
though.
but music as a whole is like opinion. So if he's 12 to you, then it's understandable that he's like nice to them. It's understandable, though, right? Because people try to act like Kendrick should be nowhere. He's there with all these people.
Let me tell you, Kendrick is the best. To me personally, in our generation, J. Cole is my favorite because to me, I like his music and I like his lyrics, and his lyrics is simplistic, but it also can go over your head. But to me, when I'm a critic of the music and I listen, I'm like, yo, Kendrick is the best rapper. He could definitely be in the list because if he died today, he wouldn't be as big as Biggie, but he would be one of those guys that'll be like, yo, he only had 2 albums, but this nigga was one of the best. But right now, to me, I just feel like he's honorable mention right now. If he comes out one more classic album, you gotta put him on the list. I really think so.
All right, look, this is just one thing I have to say about Tupac, somebody like Drake, Kanye, all these people. I feel like because they all have like amazing music, right? They make you like feel shit. So I feel like that area of their music makes people think they're a little more lyrical than they are. Like all those people have lyrics, obviously, but if you put them next to the people in their time period, Pac was not touching Biggie like lyrically. He wasn't.
Yeah,
Drake
but
in his time period, because people always comparing Drake like lyrically to Cole and Kendrick. He's not there. It's just he has really good music, so it makes you feel like he's there.
My thing is this:
in 2008, 2007, Wayne was past Kanye like lyrically, but
my thing is this. My problem is they put Biggie #1. Cool, man. You could put Big #1. I understand that. But damn, man, if you put Big #1, Pac can't be like at least #5? The nigga's not even on the fucking list, bro. No. And you know, that's how you know your list is bullshit. Because you have to mention his name on why you didn't put him on the list. Because you knew that people would be like, what the fuck kind of list is this? You ain't got no Pac on the list. You had to specifically explain yourself on why you didn't put him on the list. That's how you know you fucked up. That's how you know you fucked up, exactly. That's how, come on, nigga. There's no way you make a list and have to explain yourself on why you didn't do something if you know you didn't fuck up. That list is bullshit, bro.
It's also a way to explain the criteria of the list to people that might not understand.
It's also a reason why they want to make a bias list. If I want to make a bias list to keep certain people off, I'm going to say this, that, and the third, so I can put this, that, and the third in. I don't know what Tupac ever did to Billboards. I'm sorry, but he's on the damn list. I'm sorry, all right? I don't know how you leave off someone like Kanye, someone who's, if you're going to suck Jay-Z, put him #2. Without someone like a Big Daddy Kane, there is no Jay-Z. So I don't understand how you could do that. Like, that's crazy to me. You gonna put Jay-Z at 2. That obviously Jay-Z is something for you to put him at 2. So if you're gonna put him at 2, you have to at least have Big Daddy Kane, but you're gonna put Kendrick Lamar, or Lauryn Hill, Lil Wayne? No, sorry, no.
That was one of the real statements. You gotta, how do you not put people like Big Daddy Kane? How do you not put people like KRS-One? Like, these are people, and we're talking about lyrical, right? We're talking about just straight lyrics, no music, no beats, or none of that extra shit.
All they got.
KRS-One literally is known as the fucking teacher. Like, that's the highest type of compliment you can never get, being known as the hip-hop teacher. Like, he's literally known for lyrics on top of lyrics on top of lyrics. He didn't even make the list. Like, what? Like, really, I think that criteria is all fucked up. That list is literally one of the worst lists you can ever make. That and Complex Top 2015 album when they got Strim Life #3. And they got Dirty Sprite #2 album of the year.
No,
are you fucking serious?
What Complex list when they have Wale all the way up to
the top? I remember one year they didn't even have Wale top 50. Like, but they got Strim Life #3 2015.
They had the Juicy J
album. What the fuck for the culture? These niggas, dog, I think people do this shit for attention, bro. I think all these lists is a bunch of bullshit and they do it for attention, honestly.
I feel like the list
Start over.
I feel like the list was trying to reach for like a different audience, or like, oh, look what we got, like a Lauryn Hill, like, oh, I bet you didn't see that coming. Oh, new cat in the game, Kendrick Lamar. Or, oh, head to everyone you should respect, like, you just change your culture like Lil Wayne. Like, this is just crazy. We're talking about the greatest, like, and you want to say bars, like, and just be so disrespectful to someone who changed hip hop, the whole culture. Everything. Tupac, like, come on.
half of the people on that list will tell you they looked up to him and they want to be Tupac Shakur. Like, come on, what are we talking about?
And I got one more question. Like, on some real shit. Yo, who the fuck are making these lists? Like, we need to start checking these niggas' backgrounds. What the fuck have they done for the culture? Why does their voice matter? Because honestly, it's like, you're not gonna go talk to a nigga that played baseball and get his opinion on basketball. You're not gonna get a nigga that invests in stocks and get his opinion on how to move weight. Like, what the fuck? Like, who are these people? I'm pretty sure they're not people that we value their opinion in the culture. They're probably people that have power. We don't know how the fuck they got the power. And all of a sudden, they part of a big publication, and now all of a sudden their opinion matters. They're not Elliot Wilson. It's not Sway that made this list. But it's not no big name that we know. It's not Ebro. This ain't Charlemagne's list. We don't give a fuck about these people that made this list. That's what we need to start checking, because hip-hop just lets anybody come in the culture, and everybody got to fucking say just because they quote-unquote listen to rap music every once in a while. Like, we need to get the real people who opinion matter to make these lists, because some of these lists be just bogus. Like, that should be making me mad, dog, because it takes away from the culture.
And even though, like, you only got a few people wrong, like, that's the main, like, that's the main idea. Like, look who you're leaving off of. Like, majority of the list, like, a Jay-Z, Rakim, Eminem, like, I can understand that. Like, alright, but, like, the names you left off, like, and then you're going to explain why you left off Kanye West. I can understand Dr. Dre, he can write most of his work. Tupac, like, this is just crazy. Like, you know you messed up if you tell me why you did this.
I understand, like, I don't agree with a few spots on this list. I understand if you don't, but it's not like a horrible list, like, because again, a lot of this is opinion, so I feel like they got enough right.
They use common sense, which everybody knows. You gotta put Biggie on the list. You gotta put Jay on the list.
Obviously, they didn't use common sense.
I mean, I'm saying, you gotta put Eminem on the list. Without Rakim, there's no Nas, and then you gotta put Nas on the list. After that, that's it. Because to me, Andre, you can sit there and say Andre 3000 one of the wittiest, but he don't have no fucking solo album.
Stop disrespecting
He got
Andre
no solo
3K.
album.
Stop disrespecting him.
He got no solo music.
No, Andre 3000 is on the list. That's the one. No, I would not know.
He had no solo
Andre
music.
3000 is.
I always refer shit back to sports or basketball, because you can't say a nigga. You're not gonna say Scottie Pippen is top 10 of all time. Because he never was the best player on the championship team.
Wait,
he was never the best player.
Time out. You saying Andre's not the best person in Outkast?
Yeah, like, what the fuck?
You cannot say somebody is the best when they have no solo album. My nigga, give me one. At least Lauryn Hill has one. She got one. You don't have no solo music. You literally are a featured artist. You get what I'm saying? Like, right now, they say Wayne fell off. But when you hear Wayne on remixes, or you hear Wayne on people features, he killed Tyler feature on his album, his latest album. He killed the ASAP feature. Big Sean Paradise, he killed that feature. That's 3 great features. Wayne right now, I'm pretty sure can kill features on top of features. But when it comes to solo work where it's just Wayne, people are saying it's trash lately. Is that not, that's true, right?
I'm not.
That's a fact. So the fact that Wayne is killing nothing but features, that's basically what Andre's career is. It's features. So every once in a while, he has to come up with a feature. Him and Big Boy, they feature each other, which makes a group. Dungeon Family, they feature each other, but he doesn't have to carry your whole project. And that's 2 different things. All I gotta do is bring a Hot 16. If all niggas had to do was bring a Hot 16, battle rappers would be the greatest of all time. So Andre to me is debatable on that list. He's not on my list because my nigga, I need solo projects.
No list, but they're talking about spitters, right? That's the criteria, right? We're talking about spitters.
But we're talking about spitters on bodies of work, right? Because if we're talking about
acting like they don't have like 5 albums. Like, I understand he wasn't.
Thank you. You said
it
they.
wasn't just them.
Outkast is a
it's
they
like
thing.
4 or 5 albums.
When you say
great albums,
you don't say
when Andre 3K going off.
And I'm pretty sure there's a lot of battle rappers who are better than you guys. We're talking about just spitting. We're talking about just spitting.
Hold on. If music was strictly about spitting, I promise you, battle rappers loaded.
Like I said before, I feel like at least like 6, 7 people they got right. So it was like a straight list. I feel like Andre 3K and Nas should be moved up a little, but yeah. Other than that, it was straight. And yeah, Wayne and Lauryn Hill are like definitely off of me. Like, I don't even see where that came from. But Kendrick should stay on. And I see the argument for Tupac, but I just feel like lyrically, like I feel like pretty much all these people are better than him. And yeah, that's all I gotta say.
Obviously, this list, there's no rap without Tupac. As far as he brought rap to the pinnacle of what rap is today. So to me, any list, I don't give a fuck if it's a singing list, nigga. If it's the best singing rap list, any list you make of rap, Tupac is in it. I don't give a fuck. No opinion. He's the GOAT. He's the best rapper of all time. No debating. But as far as the best lyrical and stuff, I gotta give it to Jay, man. Jay's the best lyrical. Kendrick need one more album for me to be like, alright, he's officially on the list. Lauryn Hill, she need more work. Andre 3000 don't got no solo work. Ghostface, I guess, because he done done it all with a groove by himself and all that. Wayne, nah, I can't rock with that shit. Tunchi, he had his peak, but I can't rock with that. But yeah, man, Tupac is the GOAT. This list is bullshit. We gotta start checking these niggas that's making these lists, man. I don't like that shit. They playing with rap, man. They don't do this shit for other. I don't see niggas that do rap critiquing fucking pop music. They would never let us do that to their culture, but we letting them do it to our culture. I don't like that shit. We need niggas like Sway and fucking Ebro and Charlemagne and like the real hip hop people to make these type of lists, not these niggas we've never seen before. But that's the end of that. Tupac's the GOAT ever.
Yeah, this list is obviously nonsense. Like from the jump, you're telling you why the list is flawed. Like, come on, man, we're wasting our time. But maybe, I don't know. Starting at 10, like Lil Wayne, he's my favorite rapper, so maybe I'm a little bit too hard on him, but I just don't see him as a top 10 rapper of all time. Lauryn Hill, I feel like they're just reaching for like another type of media. Oh, look what we got here. Like, Lauryn Hill's not a top 10 rapper. I'm sorry. She's most known for her singing, even though she got bars. Kendrick Lamar is not on it. He's not ready for that as of right now. I don't understand how you leave Tupac, Big Daddy Kane, Kanye West off of that. This list is nonsense. And definitely, Jay-Z is definitely the best rapper of all time, man. Bars, flows, we can go anywhere you want to go with that. And you can do what you want. Jay-Z, man.
That was our opinion on the Billboard Top 10 Rappers. So if you like what you saw, comment, tell us what you think, give us ideas about the video.